Greetings, fellow Starship modeler people. I don't do a lot of these modeling videos or review videos, but I thought this was kind of interesting to me. I thought I'd point this out in case anybody is curious or wanting to purchase the AMT and Polar Lights reissue of the Enterprise D from Star Trek The Next Generation kits. This was something that was kind of interesting to me that I noticed from having both of these kits. This one here, this is the original 2010 release of the AMT 1/2500 scale kit. This one here is the Polar Lights reissue of the exact same kit, 1/2500 scale of the exact same AMT kit. And as you'll see, this one's actually this way. This lighter sky blue colored plastic one is from the original AMT 2010 release. As you can see on the bottom here, it's actually marked with the date and everything from when this kit was manufactured. And then this one here, which I started to build and I'm continuing to build, is the Polar Lights reissue kit that came out either last year or a couple years ago. I can't remember exactly when, but I believe it might have been maybe a couple years ago. But you'll notice the kits are exactly the same tool, same mold, same everything. The only difference with the reissued kit is that they've added this new tool in, with a hole on the bottom of the hull, because the new reissue kit comes with a dome display stand and a metal bar. And so this is the hole that you can put the metal bar in for a display stand. But other than that, the material, the plastic is pretty much identical. So that is basically what you're getting. The only difference is that the original kit does not have a display stand. So the bottom of the hull has no hole there, which some people may prefer rather than having this pre-manufactured hole. But the nice thing about the reissued kit is that you can display this on a display stand. So that is basically it for that part. But the main reason why I'm making this video is because I want to talk about the 3-sheet decal set. Okay, sorry, my phone died, so there's a little bit of an editing thing going on here. Might be a little bit of a pause. Anyway, going back to what I was saying is that the original kit and the reissued kit are exactly the same tool, same mold, same everything. The only difference is that with the reissued kit, they've actually included a new tool of a hole on the bottom of the hull for a display post. Now, the main reason why I'm doing this video is because I wanted to show everybody, in case you were thinking about either getting the reissued kit versus the original AMT kit, is because the decals are different. The decals are exactly the same Aztec decals, but here's what's interesting. This set is from the original 2010 release, and here's all the Aztec decals. Now, hopefully the camera can pick it up pretty well, but as you can see, the Aztec printing and the colors are lighter, which to me are actually more accurate to the colors of the hull of the ship, because I plan to paint mine in the duck egg blue that a lot of Trek people know this color to be for a lot of the Star Trek ships. But you can see the Aztec decals are in sort of that duck egg blue with some of the gray patterns on here. And I feel that the original kit's decals are actually more accurate in color. You can see here, see this one here? See how it's lighter? Now I'm going to show you how different with the reissued kit. I can get this out of here. The reissued kit's decals are exactly the same, but look at this. You see how much darker the colors are on the Aztecing? The blue is much more saturated. It's a lot darker. While I feel that that's not as accurate, because if you paint your ship in either a sort of a sky blue color, duck egg blue, or some kind of a gray color, these blue Aztec markings are going to come out really, really almost too heavy. So I'm actually going to go with the original kit's decals because I like that the fact that the colors are different. But what's nice about the reissued decals is that the registry and number is a little bit more prominent. If you look very closely, the red around surrounding the numbers is a little bit more muted on the original kit's decals, whereas on the reissue decals, the colors are a little bit more saturated and darker. So I might do a combination of both. I may do a hybrid using these Aztec decals on the original sheets, but using the registries on the new reissued kits. So it's basically, it's up to you how accurate you want your ship to be, but I'm going to go with the original kit's Aztec decals because I feel that the color, again, I feel the colors are a lot more accurate. And the nice thing about Polar Light's reissued decals is that the carrier film for these decals is a little bit thicker on their reissued decals, which will then make the decals a lot stronger as you're applying them onto the surface. Here, they're a little bit thinner, but I think they'll be fine. They'll be strong just using a good Solvaset. Walters Solvaset will definitely bring, you know, marry these decals down to all the surfaces and everything like that. So if you are thinking about getting any of these kits, whether you get the original 2010 release or the more recent Polar Lights reissue, this is what you're going to be facing with the decals. And it's mainly, it's your preference of how accurate you want your Aztecing to be on your ship. So that's it. And I just wanted to put that out there in case anybody's wondering. But it was just something I noticed, and it might be helpful for you to make your decision on what you want to do.